Hello everyone, this is Afsana Salam, your subject faculty for marketing management. In this video, we are going to talk about the marketing mix, 4 P's of marketing mix. It is product, price, place, and promotion. So in previous video, we have seen about the product mix and the strategies involved in that. It could be on the product line, product life cycle, new product development, reasons for the failure of a new product, and packaging, packing, labeling, and all these things. So in this video, we're going to see in depth about the pricing, physical distribution, and the promotion. Okay, so marketing mix is consist of, or there are various different elements which consist of product, price, promotion, and place. In other words, marketing mix has 4 P's in marketing that enables and it helps to reach the demand of a target market, right? So product is actually a bundle of all kind of satisfaction that offers in the form of economic utilities to satisfy the group of customers. So when the consumer satisfied with in the form of goods or ideas or service or the organization, person, or the place. It could be anything which will be defined as a product. Now we are going to see on price. Price is an amount or value required to purchase a definite goods or services. Pricing, it is actually a process of determining, considering where the exchange of goods and services happens. It is a process of determining consideration given in the exchange of transfer of ownership of a product. It can be included in the various internal and external factors. Internal factors, it could be of the marketing mix strategies, which we have seen, and the product uniqueness, the cost of production, and the organization, how it is considering the strategies, and so on, like stages of product life cycle, pricing objectives, and depth of the distribution channels. All these will be your internal factors. So the external factors will be like product supply and demand. What is the depends on the supply and demand of a product, degree of competition, and the economic situation, government regulation, ethical considerations, and it could be of suppliers as well as the consumer behavior. So when I talk about the policies, see, when the pricing can be referred with the policy also, there are different methods which will be fixing the price. Okay, so the product or the service, it could be based on the cost of production or the service which we render. The provisions with the margin of a profit could be on profit maximization or the price which is stable in the market. It could be helping to achieve the high market share, help for the survival of the organization, or it could be based on the cash flow management, competition, and or based on the return of investment also. So there are different methods, or we call it as policies of pricing. Okay, so in this we will see the few pricings. See, pricing methods or the policies of pricings, we have few methods here. So based on consumer, based on competition also, sometimes the price may change based on the cost and the demand also. It also varies based on the geographical, means location, based on the location. It varies based on the consumer. We have odd even pricing. Odd even pricing, instead of bringing into 200, you're giving us 94, 97 instead of 100. Okay, odd even pricing. So odd even pricing will be coming under the method which is actually the lower the rounded, where they are trying to reduce the cost or just trying to pretend that is low cost. So rounded up price of a product, for example, if the t-shirt is rupees 250, then the marketer should probably reduce it to 50 paisa, so that people will feel that it is cheaper. Okay, so the customer should assume that it is cheaper and they purchase, because it is not 100, so it is not 200, so it is just 100. So it will be psychologically emotionally connecting, and the response to determine the price of a product may change, the mindset of the consumer may change when when that is affecting psychologically, that becomes psychological pricing. Okay, so instead of bringing it down like this odd when out, odd or even, you can just reduce 1 rupee instead of 200, 199, so you feel like it is cheap. So instead of 2000, bringing it down. Okay, so like that you are trying to maintain. So prestige pricing is also known as the premium pricing, which is coming under the method which is the higher than the normal price to create image of the superiority or superior quality or the social status. That's why they keep the higher cost in the market. Say for example, there was a perfume which was launched in France, and it was the quality product, and they have launched with a cheaper cost, but it did not sell. When they try to change the pricing and they try to give the prestigious pricing, that was the maximum, uh, it reaches the maximum sale in the year. So the prestigious pricing means it should also have the quality related to the quality when you're fixing out the price, and the higher price will give you more returns. So prestigious price means what? The premium pricing. You are selling that product only in the malls, only in the exclusive showrooms, then only it will reach the superior level or the social level consumers. Okay, so next is the dual pricing. Dual pricing is refers to something where the sale of an identified product or a different price at a different price in a different market, it is actually an illegal pricing provided. It is like different market dumping in a different market, or due to the government regulations. For example, now we have petroleum prices, it has come down even minus 36 or something, but still in India we are buying it for 70 plus or 60 plus. So there is a dual pricing of a particular product based on the different market. So based next is the based on competition. Based on competition is the penetration pricing. Penetration pricing, first one, penetration pricing is like a very low price to encourage more consumers to purchase the same. It is like the firm introduce a new product and try to reach more consumers first, and then later on increasing it. So penetration pricing, when to enter into a new market, you're keeping it at low cost. So any product which with launches into a new market, that will also have a cheaper cost. Okay, then the skimmed pricing. Skimmed or skimming pricing is something where it is having a high premium price for a given product or the services at a time introduced to the market. So it is also under which a marketer charges very high premium price for a given product or services at a time, from introduction to, it's first when they launched, it was, say here example is when they launched it was in $9, and when it becomes professional means when it tried it when it was in the growth stage, it was 19 point something, and when it was ultimate, when it reached more customer, the same product price will change variously. Okay, it is the higher premium price. Okay, then the next one is monopoly pricing. Monopoly pricing is like under any product, when you are trying to reach more consumers, you're trying to maximize the profit. Under the consumption, where there is no need to worry about the competition, usually the monopoly price will be higher than the price where the prevailing competition exists. So for example is the uh, yeah, so Geo is the product which is Geo SIM card, or the Geo package of any data, or it could be of any package for 1 month or 6 months. Whatever the price is given by that Geo is being uh, used, or the whatever the pricing strategy they are using, the other companies will also follow the same thing. Why? Because they need to sustain in the market. So that's how the monopoly pricing works, the one person deciding on the pricing. Okay, so we do have another pricing which is called administrative pricing, which is set by the government or regulatory bodies, which will be determined by only regular market forces of supply and demand. For example, the price of a petroleum. Okay, so it will be decided only by the government. So that becomes your administrative pricing. Okay, so next is based on the cost and the demand. Based on cost and demand, the cost of pricing method is like something firstly decided the cost of a production, and then based on the profit level, you are changing the cost. So the price equals to the total of the cost plus profit. So you are basically depending on the uh, cost, or depending on the demand of a product. So the pricing will vary, depends on the uh, sale or the production. Okay, next is the target return. Target return is totally determining on the price based on the target, which is the return of rate of a return on investment, which will be expected on the cost of production again, and the cost of selling also. So this is based on the return, which is based on the production cost based on the return. And then last one is the demand, under the pricing based on the cost and demand. This is actually low the price or cut off. Okay, so if the demand is low, the price will also reduce. If the demand is high, the price will also rise. That becomes a demand pricing. And the next is the geographical pricing. Geographical, based on the location, it will be changing. So why? Because FOB, free on board, is something where the goods, the cost of the product and the services of loading, unloading the product. So based on the cost of transportation, everything will be charging. Storage, loading, unloading in the truck, transportation, everything will be included. That becomes your free on board. And then is a zone pricing is based on the location where they will be offering the sale to the customer. Based on that particular zone, they will be changing the cost. Then last one is base point pricing. Base point pricing is the basic cost, then adding the transportation. So based on the different markets, they will be charging. Okay, so this video is all about the pricing. In the next video we will have physical distribution and place. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Thank you.